Hello guys, welcome everyone. We are going to see about building materials in construction. In this part, we are going to see about stones. In the previous video, we have seen about soil. In this video, we are going to see about stones. So what do you mean by a stone? Stone is nothing but the natural organic material that is useful for construction of buildings. In this video, we are going to see about stones, not the definition of stone, but also the classification of stones and their specifications. And myself, Aswin M, from assistant professor from mechanical department, King's College of Engineering. Let's go to the video now. What do I mean by a stone? It is a natural available material for construction and it is obtained from natural rocks. The classification of stones we need to see about. It is categorized under three categories: geological stones, physical stones, and then chemical stones. We can also say the stones as rocks because we can bear the same meaning. Technically, we are going to say about stone, but the commercial name is rock. So, the geological classification deals with igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Likewise, in terms of physical rocks, we can see stratified rock, unstratified rock, and foliated rock. In terms of chemical rocks, we can see about siliceous rock and argillaceous rock. So geological is nothing but it is depend upon the geographical analysis and geographical conditions of the area. So it depends upon the geographical conditions of the nature of the earth. We can categorize into geological stones. Likewise, in terms of physical stones, what we have to see is the physical property of the rock is being checked and the checked results have been analyzed and categorized into those types. And chemical properties of the rocks with siliceous and argillaceous rock, right? So they are categorized because of if the rock is present with a more number of silica content, they may be called as siliceous rock. If the content real with iron content, if the stone having lot of iron content means it will be categorized as argillaceous rocks. The siliceous rock and argillaceous rock may be coming from igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, stratified, unstratified, and foliated, and any type. But depending upon the content, it may be categorized into siliceous and argillaceous. Okay, so that is what we are going to see about geological rocks. Regarding igneous rock, it is the igneous rocks are formed due to magma. The magma is nothing but the volcanic eruption or heat. The rocks become molten material and then the molten material become rough, so that is called as magma. The commonly found examples of geological rocks in igneous rocks are granite, basalt, and dolerite. In terms of sedimentary rock is nothing but if you consider a pre-existing rock, deposition of products on pre-existing rock. Actually, a rock is nothing but a open surface and open available natural material. It is affected by rain or sun. In terms of depositions, like if the air is filled with nitrogen more, the nitrogen deposit will be filled on the rock. If the air is rich with carbon, the carbon sediments will be sedimented on the deposits like on the rock. So those types of rocks are called as sedimentary rocks. The commonly found examples are gypsum and gravel. Likewise, the metamorphic rocks are nothing but they are the forms of igneous and sedimentary rock, but they are achieved with great heat and pressured rocks. Okay, this actually due to biological variations, due to heat variations, if great heat and pressure are accounted on this rock means it will become metamorphic rock. The commonly found examples are slate and marble because the metamorphic rocks are basically igneous and sedimentary rocks. Depending upon the heat and pressure, it becomes metamorphic. Okay, so the second one we need to say about physical classification of rock, stratified. The stratified rock is nothing but the layered rock. Okay, the common found example is sedimentary rock itself is a layered rock, is a stratified rock. Likewise, unstratified rock is nothing but not coming under layer. So it is not coming under layer means how it would comes? It comes under crystalline form. If you break it means it will break it as a crystalline form. If you break a rock, that rock becomes a layer formation, that is called as stratified. If we break a rock, it becomes crystalline in form means that is called as unstratified rock. So the examples for stratified rocks are sediment rock, And the unstratified rocks, we can see the example as igneous rock. Okay. Good qualities of building stone. In this topic, we have skipped actually chemical classification, but the chemical classification is nothing but the presenting of the availability of chemical content. The availability of chemical content rich in stones will be classified as chemical composite rock, chemically classified rock, or chemical properties of rock. In that we have seen about siliceous rock and argillaceous rock. So now we are going to see about qualities of good building stone. The first one is the color must not be affected. That's a very important parameter for a stone. And durability. Durability is much more needed. Easy carving. The carving means the interior decorations and interior carvings must be done on a stone. The stone must be flexible to that. After that, fire protection. It must endure the temperature about the fire. And then dryness. It must always be dry. And then good crushing strength. In terms of crushing or in terms of loading, it must possess a high strength and high resistance, a good percentage of wear, and good absorption rate. The good absorption rate deals with because in terms of rainy season, the stone must not absorb the water, because that would bring damages to the building, that would damages the inner layer of the rock. So it must be absorption rate must be good. So that is what the important parameter, important quality of a good building stone. Quarry. How we are taking that quarrying means how we are taking that natural rock, taking stones out from natural rock by means of hand tools and means of blasting. Hand tools like power hammer, rotary hammers like that, hydraulic hammers. In that we can quarry that, we can take the build out, or we can blast out the natural rock, or else by means of blasting with the number of bombs, we can take it. That is called as quarrying. Uses of stones. We can find the lot of application, we can find the lot of usages in the field of construction, in the field of floor covering, road and footpath, railway tracks, because we could see a lot of importance in railway tracks, because per day we have been crossing thousands and thousands of people over the railway track. So it must be covered with the perfect protection. That is why we are using stones under the railway tracks. Blast furnace flux, architectural claddings. So these are the commonly found usages of stones. Commonly used stones in India, but actually it may be commonly available. The available resources like the granite resources available in Chennai, Rajasthan, Orissa and Bihar. Regarding sandstone, it is widely available in Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. In terms of limestone, we could see probably in Andaman and Gujarat. In terms of laterite, we could see it in Bihar and Kerala. For marble, we have widely found in Mysore, Andhra Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So these are the rock types that can be used available in our certain parts of our country. So they can be the definitions about building materials in stones. The previous video we have taken about soil, and the upcoming video will deal about bricks and steel. Please watch the video completely. Please like it, share it, and place your comments in the comment bar. That would be useful for us to improve us. Please have your feedback through the college email ID or college channel given below. Thank you.